when forgiveness is withheld, but love is claimed. The relationship that says, "I love you," while quietly holding the knife. There is a contradiction that destroys relationships slowly, not loudly. It sounds sincere, it sounds committed, and yet it is emotionally lethal. I still love you. I just haven't forgiven you. This is not rare. It is one of the most common hidden fractures in modern marriages and families. Here is the truth we need to face early, not later. Love that refuses to forgive eventually turns into punishment, even if no punishment is intended. Because love cannot flow freely through a heart that is still holding a record of pain. In many relationships, forgiveness is delayed under the belief that time alone will heal everything. People say, "I've moved on," while still revisiting the wound internally. They stay, they commit, they function, but emotionally, they keep distance as protection, and protection when prolonged becomes separation. Psychologically, withholding forgiveness keeps the nervous system on alert. The mind remains guarded, the heart remains braced. So even loving gestures feel conditional. Affection feels measured. Kindness feels cautious. The relationship continues, but safety does not fully return. This is why unresolved hurt changes tone. Conversations become tense. Small mistakes feel heavier. Old issues resurface in unrelated moments. Because the pain was never released, only buried. Many people withhold forgiveness because they fear it means minimizing the hurt. They believe forgiving says, "What you did didn't matter." But forgiveness does not deny pain. It simply refuses to let pain remain in control. Without forgiveness, love becomes a debt system. One person owes, the other keeps score. And no relationship survives long-term under emotional accounting. When forgiveness is withheld, trust struggles to rebuild. Even if both partners try, even if love is declared often, because the unspoken message becomes, "I'm still holding this against you." That message doesn't need words. It shows up in tone, in distance, in hesitation. This is where emotional withdrawal begins. One partner feels permanently on probation. The other feels justified in staying guarded. Neither feels free. And here is the deeper danger. Withheld forgiveness slowly reshapes identity. The person who hurt begins to see themselves as permanently flawed. The person withholding forgiveness begins to see themselves as morally superior. This imbalance poisons intimacy. Love cannot thrive where one person stands above the other emotionally. There is an ancient, widely respected principle echoed across cultures and generations. Holding on to resentment does not protect the wounded. It imprisons them. Forgiveness was never meant to erase memory. It was meant to release control. When forgiveness is delayed indefinitely, the relationship exists in a frozen state. The past becomes louder than the present. Progress feels fragile. Joy feels unsafe. And yet many couples stay here for years, saying, "We're okay now." But okay is not the same as healed. True forgiveness does not arrive as a sudden feeling. It begins as a decision to stop reopening the wound, a decision to stop weaponizing the past, a decision to allow the other person to grow beyond their worst moment. This does not mean trust returns instantly. Trust is rebuilt through consistency. But forgiveness must come first, or trust never fully forms. When forgiveness is finally released, something profound happens. The emotional temperature drops. Defensiveness softens. Love breathes again. Not because the past is forgotten, but because it no longer dominates the present. This is not a message of pressure. No one should forgive before they are ready. But readiness begins with honesty. not with pretending the wound is gone. If love is claimed but forgiveness is withheld, the relationship will eventually suffocate, because love needs space to move, and forgiveness clears that space. Relationships do not collapse because people make mistakes. They collapse because mistakes are never truly released. But release is possible, not perfectly, not instantly, but intentionally. And when forgiveness finally meets love, what was once tense can become tender again. Because love that forgives does not become weaker, it becomes safer. And safety is where intimacy finally returns.